Hi, welcome to the UCLA Alumni Mentor Program Graduate Student Demo. I'm really excited that you're here to learn more about the program. My name is Gloria Ko, double Bruin, and I serve as Senior Director for Alumni Career Engagement at UCLA Alumni Affairs. I'm going to be sharing a bit about the Alumni Mentor Program, some things to think about as you embark on this journey with the program, and then some details on how to find a mentor for you. So let's get started. The Alumni Mentor Program is part of our Alumni Career Engagement suite of programming. We have programs for students and alumni to connect you to the network. We have digital resources, networking events and programs, and we also partner with different areas of campus to create programming specifically for them. We also collaborate with different offices on campus and alumni groups across the globe. For more information, you can find lots of details about our programs and initiatives at ace.alumni.ucla.edu. So a little bit about the program mission. The UCLA Alumni Mentor Program fosters meaningful relationships between UCLA alumni and current UCLA students. The connections made in this program help prepare our students for a successful future and leave a lasting impression and impact on our campus community. Many of you are pursuing degrees that are launch pads for your career. Some of you may be in a public health program, business program, or even pursuing a master's or PhD. And so this program is a great fit for you as you want to begin exploring different industries, companies, and options and career paths for you. There's a little bit about the program impact. Last year, we had over 1,000 students participate in the program. 585 alumni were engaged. These range from our alumni with advanced degrees and undergraduate degrees. And we had over 85 graduate and PhD programs represented in the participants that were part of the program. If you want to jump right ahead, you can find more information at alumni.ucla.edu/grad-mentor to find information about how you can participate as a graduate student. So some things to think about. There are usually 3 types of mentorships that people pursue or have in their lives. One is a personal mentor. These are mentors that oftentimes they could be family members. They could be very, very close godparents or people in our lives that we love to emulate their way of living. Maybe we love how they raise a family, how they integrate their career into their personal life, or these are just people oftentimes that have been models for us throughout different times of our lives. Then we have professional mentors. These are models for career and professional success. Oftentimes they may be in a professional organization that we're part of and that we see them as mentors and guides. They could be a supervisor at work or even a colleague. And so professional mentors help us develop inroads into areas that we want to be a part of. And then we have leadership mentors. Oftentimes, these are the mentors we don't really know, but we admire them from afar. They could be CEOs and founders that we really like their philosophy of business. These could be leaders or captains of industry who we see as people we want to emulate. So these are oftentimes the people, maybe we read their books and we really take on their way of thinking. So these are 3 areas that oftentimes when we consider mentorship, they usually fit into one of these 3. And if we're lucky, we may even have someone that can embody 2 or more of these areas. Oftentimes in the Alumni Mentor Program, especially with our graduate students, they may take on a professional mentor because they really want to utilize this time that they're at UCLA to really develop their network. And someone could start off as a professional mentor, and then maybe throughout the rest of the year, they develop and become a personal mentor because you share life together, they're there for you. And so there's an opportunity that you may have 1 or more in the same person. So some things to consider as you begin this process of thinking of whether you want to join the Alumni Mentor Program. First, think of the areas of personal growth that you want to attack. So what do you hope to learn from your mentor? Potentially, you could be thinking about, hey, I have a family and I want to balance my PhD program and I want to know how they did that and how I can develop tools for success. Maybe that's something that you want to do this year. That's something to think about. Then you can think about what areas do I want to feel prepared and confident? Maybe it's a job interview at a specific company that you're really interested in and passionate about. Maybe a mentor can help you develop throughout the year in different ways. So what do you hope to develop? What do you hope to grow in? And then also this is to really think about what kind of an initiative do you want to take and what kind of investment do you want to make in this program? So how much time am I willing to put into this process? Truly, the more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. But if really you have a lot going on, your program is really incredibly busy, or you have a lot going on in your personal life, maybe taking on a mentor would be more of a burden than it would be a benefit. So these are things to consider as you begin this program. What are the things that you want to consider? You have to commit to the year. That is something that we're asking all of our participants to do. We ask that you commit for the academic year, that you commit to a monthly communication cadence with your mentor. You can, of course, communicate more, but we at least at a minimum, we ask that you communicate monthly. We will ask you to fill out our pre and post survey, so please do fill that out so that we can capture your experience. And also we ask that you be responsive and timely in your correspondences. This is super important because no one likes to be waiting around for a response. If your mentor is reaching out to you to schedule something, respond. Let them know what you're available to do. And then also, we ask our mentors the same. So that's something that we ask of everybody. And then also be appropriate and respectful in this process. We all know that we all have different expectations that we have for what we want out of this experience. But our mentors while they want to be a part of your experience, they also have personal lives and professional lives that they're tending to. So don't treat your mentors as potential therapists or parents. Their time is very valuable. And also be mindful of what you are hoping to get. If you're hoping to develop a relationship with someone to further a business venture, be upfront about it. That is something that they would want to know. If you're hoping to have someone that you can check in regularly with, we also ask that you share those expectations so that they know what they're getting into as well. So some reminders for you. Through the program, you will develop grit, perseverance, and flexibility. All these things, we know that this program will stretch you in many ways. But if you can develop these three, it will help you make the most of your time with the program. So a little bit about the pairing process. Just so that you know, this program, we call it student-initiated process. You will be the one to reach out to your specific mentor that you would like to be paired with. So first, you sign up and create a profile on UCLA ONE. You'll then review profiles and then create your own preference list. We ask that you do that. We have over 800 alumni that have expressed their interest in being mentors. So there's a lot to look through. But we ask that you utilize the directory, use the filters to really look at look at the types of people that you want to work with. So do your research. And then starting October 11th, you can send a request. I'll show you how to do that in just a little bit, but then you can send a request and await a response. And then once a mentor reaches back out to you and accepts your request, you can begin communicating. And because of the limitations of a lot of students reaching out to alumni, we ask that you only request one mentor at a time, just so that you can make sure that you're not taking on too many mentors and that also you are not spamming our mentors at the same time. So when you send a request, here's a sample template that we suggest. Be sure to introduce yourself and then also explain what you hope to learn from this alumni mentor. You can share different commonalities, you can share what about their profile interested you, and then be sure to conclude by asking if they would be interested in mentoring you as part of the UCLA Alumni Mentor Program. And so be sure to be concise, but also be thorough. Share with them what you've learned, how you think that you can be a good pair together, and help convince them that you're the right person. And once you're matched, we will have staff available for questions and advice throughout the year. We will send you online orientation training materials and online resources and newsletters to give you ideas of things to think about and other resources that you can take advantage of. And so some key dates, starting now, you can create your profile on UCLA ONE and start researching and start creating your preference list. Then starting on October 11th, student requests can begin. So send your request to your first choice mentor. And then we ask that you do this process and secure your mentor by October 26th so that you can start the year with this person. Obviously, this process could take time if potentially your first or second choice doesn't accept you, but that's okay. You can keep moving down your preference list and know that it's extremely normal that potentially the first person you sign up with or request won't necessarily select you. But don't worry, we know that your mentor will be on their way. So I'm going to do a quick demonstration of the UCLA ONE platform so you have an understanding of what you're getting into. So if you go to uclaone.com, you will then be prompted to sign up for a profile on the platform. You will be sure to use the email and name that UCLA has on record, because that's how we'll be able to approve you automatically. However, if the system finds that your name or your email doesn't match our records, we will do a hand approval. We'll manually approve you, but that could take about 24 to 48 hours. So be sure to, even if you're not ready to do any sort of asking, be sure to sign up for your profile right away so that you can have plenty of time to do your research. Then when you're on the feed, you can go to UCLA Alumni Mentor Program, and then you can look for your mentor either by job function or company or industry. However, we also recommend that you can do your own custom search through the directory. And so I've typed in here, well, you can also look by affiliation, location. You can look by their degree here and their different programs, or you can even look under work experience with a company industry. But I typed into the directory public health, and let's say I'm really interested in Harold here. You'll see lots of information that this person can put on their profile. I love his degree, his experience. And so let's see also his open questions. I can take a look at his different interests and then why he's interested in being a mentor. He's noted here that he's interested in mentoring a graduate student and why he is interested. And then instead of, while he has his contact information here, how you can officially request him to be your mentor is you click on this button here called Request Mentorship. Be sure to click UCLA Mentor Program here. And then I always recommend to, on a different Word doc, type up your request, and then you would copy and paste it in here. Of course, you can format it and make it look nice, but type it up in a Word doc and then bring it here to then copy and paste and then press send. And so then your message will go to your mentor, and then they will either accept or decline your request. If you don't hear back from your mentor, you can always message them here, click on message, and then send a message just to check in, ask if they had any questions or if they had any concerns about your request. And so that's it. That's how you request a mentor. And once you are accepted, we will send an email with the welcome packet with all that you need to get started. And so we're excited that you've chosen to consider this program to be part of your year. You can select any mentor in any program. And that's the beauty of this Alumni Mentor Program for all of our UCLA students, whether they're undergrad or graduates. You can select alumni that either share your education history, share your program, or you can select someone totally different and broaden out your UCLA network. And so we're thrilled that you can be a part of this. Remember the key dates, October 11th to start and October 26th to finish your process. And so we hope you enjoyed this demo, and we look forward to having you be part of the program. Take care, everyone. Go Bruins.